The purpose of this video is to show you the process of getting a bookshelf ready for our students to check out. When we receive a new book in the library, the first thing that we do is put a protective cover of Mylar on the desk jacket. This helps the book's longevity. It helps it stay a little bit nicer as kids check it out. We do have a high number of circulation. Books circulate quite frequently. This does happen to be one of our most popular series, so I anticipate this will be checked out a lot. So to do the Mylar cover, first we cut it down to size on the side. We'll cut off the edging on the back, on the bottom of this. And we fold it up, make a nice crease, and then we'll fold the bottom like this. We want to make the crease nice so that it doesn't buckle on the book. That'll cause it to come loose and do damage to the dust jacket. So we'll tape this down. And we have the cover encased in a Mylar protective sleeve. We'll put the book back, the cover back on the book. Of course, we need to be careful so that we get just the cover pages. Match it up nicely. Again, we want this to be as snug and fit the book as well as it can. We have some special tabs that are very thick, that are especially designed to be tabs to affix the book cover to the book. We need to do that on all four corners. All right, so now we have the dust jacket in a protective cover. The next thing that we're going to do is assign a copy ID number. This copy ID number is what we will put into the computer system so that we can track the amount of materials that we have in the library, and also that barcode number that's attached to the copy ID number is what we use to scan the book for checkout, so we know where our materials are when they're checked out by students or just for inventory purposes. This is a pretty rough copy. I do it by hand. The report is generated of all the unused copy ID numbers is generated by the computer. Again, it's pretty rough, but it's worked for me, so I just stick with this system. So the next available number is 100546. I'm just going to make a brief note of the title so I have an idea where I assigned that copy. The next step is to enter the copy ID number that we've assigned to this book into the circulation system. So this is the home page of Destiny. We're going to go to Catalog, and then we're going to add a title. Now, fortunately, they have MARC records, which is the record of the book that gives a lot of the useful details of the book that kids use to look for books. They also will use a lot of this information to cite sources. So we want to make sure it's accurate. We want to make sure that it's well-rounded. They have these started for us and pretty thorough records, so they've made it quite a bit easier. I'll just type in Balto of course, autocorrect slows us down. Let's go with Balto and see what happens. So we know it's a Magic Tree House book. We have to scan down and see where we are. Balto, Bravest Dog. It takes some time to go through. I'm not getting this. So my next step is, because it's not liking the word Balto, it keeps wanting to autocorrect it. So what I'm going to go ahead and use is the ISBN number. It's probably going to get this to me a lot quicker. So we'll look on the back of the book. And there we go. There's the book I needed. So click on the title. Title details a little bit easier to understand. We are going to save this title So this is not in any of our libraries at this point. So now I've added the copy of this book to the whole district's archive of titles. Right now it says that there's no local copies, so I need to add a copy. The starting barcode, that's that barcode that we just assigned to it, 100546. And the call number, this is the number that's going to be on the little spine label. I don't use parentheses around ours in the library, so I'll say FIC OSB. We use the first 3 letters of the author's last name. In our library, if it has FIC, that means that it's a chapter book, and that's something that I teach the kids. The purchase price, I simply use what is listed on the book itself. I use cover price. However, in the event of a lost book, I only charge parents what I can get it for on Amazon. So I do go with the cheaper price, but this gives me a ballpark that I know that it won't be any more than this price for it. Sublocation. We've just started using this year because we have genreified our books. So I marked the genres in here. This book is fantasy. I happen to know that. If I wouldn't have known that immediately, I would research some vendors, use Goodreads, which is a popular book site, to try to ascertain the best genre to place this book in. But like I said, I know that these belong in the fantasy. So we'll save that. And now we have the record started. I'm going to go back to title details because I need to add some information. This book's AR, and when a kid looks up books, it's very easy if I let them already know what color dot it is. If they know that this dot is way out of their level, then they need to just look for another book, or they need to go ask their teacher if it's all right for them to go ahead and read this, if it's too low or too high or whatnot. I find that information from another site. I go right to a Reading Renaissance site. It's called AR Book Find. And again, we can find this by just typing in the ISBN number. And this will tell me if it's AR. So here we go. Here's the book we're looking for. It's a level 3.9, and this information's here. Now, I also need to put this information into the card catalog. I did AR green dot. I'm going to update this. I'll save it. I default with the changes that they want to make. And now when kids scroll down, they can see in the record that this is a green dot. But there's no other additional information about the AR quiz. So we're going to enter the quiz number. We'll add a quiz. It is a 2.0. That's how many points it's worth. The reading level is a 3.9. And then the quiz number, 178967. So now we have a more thorough record. The other thing I would look for in here is I would go down here and see if there's anywhere where it tells what number in the series that this book is, and it does give us that information. To a lot of kids, that's really important. Some series, it does make a difference if you read them in order, and other series, they're standalone, so they can be read out of order. So we have the library book in the computer system now. Next thing I'm going to do is I take our school stamp, and we need to put our stamp in the book. This is going to show not only ownership of the book, but it's also going to be another place where that copy ID is. And so when I put the barcode sticker on the front cover, if this cover does get damaged or ripped off, I still know the copy ID number. So we look on the title page, we'll stamp our name down there, and then we'll physically write in the number of this copy ID. So we have that. Now, the next step that I'm going to do is I am going to print the copy barcode and the copy spine label. I am actually going to do this at a later time after this video, but this is a screen of the process that I would have to use to get this label printed. So I'll do that. We want the author on the barcode label. And then we will start. I need to get a sheet of labels and figure out the next available label. I'll run the report and print that. I'll do that both for the barcode label on the front that we scan, and I'll do it for the spine label that helps us know where the books are on the shelf. Two other labels that we have to use in our school is, of course, that green dot to signify that this is a level 3.9. All book levels ranging from 3.0 to 3.9 in our library have a green dot on them, and so the kids know where that is. So we'll put the green level on the spine. This is a label protector. We will put that on there. And again, since this is a chapter book, we have it genreified. So these are our genre stickers that we have. I'll peel the one designated for fantasy. We'll put that at the top. Protect this sticker also. And of course we want the sticker, the AR information printed. I pre-printed this before the video. I use a free online program to print these labels and I just manually do it. So this label goes in the front cover of the book, and that's where our students know to look for the AR quiz information. So again, the next step, the only step now that I have to do is to print the barcode label, the spine label, affix those to this book, and then this book will be shelf ready. It'll be ready to check out.